juntitos bailando. Tu boca y la mía felices gozando. Vas moviendo la cintura, sube la temperatura. Yo te regalo mi universo, ya no lo pienses más. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Déjame decirte, mami, una cosita. Yo te doy lo que tú necesitas. Solo quiero que tú seas mía. Quiero hacértelo. La luna yo te bajaré. Mi corazón te lo daré. Conmigo vas a enloquecer. Yo quiero estar contigo. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Oye, él no te quiere, no sabe cuidarte. Oye, yo tengo un mundo para darte. Yo solo quiero cuidarte. Oye, mueve la cintura. Oye, que seas mía toda la vida. Solo eso quiero.
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is SPEEDy SPorts on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Makudi will bring moments of your life, and I am Benjamin Kuji. Today we'll be taking a look at something, I don't know how to say this. Yesterday, Nigeria suffered a humiliating 4-0 loss to Sudan of all people. And a lot of people are calling for the head coach Eric Shell. I don't know what your take is on that, because some people are saying the coach is not too good, while there are people that are also defending that we have our own issues. So that is what we'll be taking a look at today. But before we go into that, let's bring you up to speed with the latest sport news around you and around the world. Tottenham manager Thomas Frank says he is expecting his team to be incredibly competitive in his first game in charge against Paris Saint-Germain in the UEFA Super Cup. The former Brentford boss could not have been given a tougher opening match in the Spurs dugout, facing a Spurs side who romped to their maiden Champions League title with a 5-0 thumping of Inter Milan in May. Tottenham ended a 17-year wait for a major trophy with victory over Manchester United in last season's Europa League finals. But it was not enough to save then coach Ange Postecoglou from sack after they stumbled to a 17th place finish in the Premier League. Frank was brought in with the job to achieve some consistency after taking Brentford to a top 10 finish in the Premier League in his 7th campaign at the helm. It will be Spurs' first outing since forward Son Heung-min departure to Los Angeles FC in the United States, while James Maddison is also absent from after suffering a serious knee injury during a preseason friendly. The Athletics Federation of Nigeria, AAFN, has announced the criteria for the selection of athletes to next month's World Athletics Championships, which will be held in Tokyo, Japan. The Secretary General of AFN, Israel Inwang, in a statement says only athletes who have qualified by attaining the World Athletics entry standard for each event and those who finish within 1 to 20 in the ranking quota will be selected for the World Championships. The World Athletics entry standard is the minimum performance yardstick that athletes must meet to qualify and participate in a particular track and field event. Athletes can also qualify for World athletics event through the ranking of their performance throughout a calendar year before the stated competition. Inwang added that athletes still have until June 24th, 2025 to either qualify by entry standard or world ranking, after which Team Nigeria's list for the Tokyo 2025 will be published. The 2025 World Athletics Championship will be held between September 13th and 25th, 2025. And back to our topic of discussion. After thrashing Nigeria 4-0 at CHAN 2024, Sudan coach Kwesi Appiah has aimed a dig at Nigeria's technical bench, insisting the team's talent is fine but need better coaching. The match took place yesterday while the Nigerian Super Eagles B team, made up predominantly of MPFL players and led by head coach Eric Schell, suffered a heavy defeat that has left them eliminated from the tournament. After the game, Appiah, who was confident ahead of the clash, clarified that while the Nigerian team had some quality, their tactical approach was lacking. The Nigerian team is not bad. They just need better coaching, Appiah said, according to his post on the social media platform X. Meanwhile, Super Eagles icon and 2013 AFCON winner Brown Ideye has come to the defense of the Franco-Malian coach Eric Schell following Nigeria's disastrous outing at CHAN 2024. Amid widespread call for Schell's sacking after Nigeria's poor performance, Ideye took to his social media platform X to deliver a stark message to Nigerian football fans and critics. Let's keep lying to ourselves and keep blaming someone else every time we fail. We are not good enough. That is the bitter truth, Ideye stated on his X account. Now, looking at the FIFA World Cup qualifier and the CHAN, do you agree with Sudan coach Kwesi Appiah that Super Eagles coaching crew is not good enough? Or do you agree with former Super Eagles player Brown Ideye that our football is becoming poor? So we are not good enough, and that is why we are performing poorly. You can be a part of the show by calling our studio lines and contributing on this. Call our studio lines on 0903 648 5868. I'll take the number again, 0903 648 5868, and let's have your say on this. You can also contribute by calling our studio, that is commenting on our Facebook handle. Our Facebook handle is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi, and we'll read your comments here live. Do well to also like our page and follow us. Now back to the topic of discussion. Kwesi Appiah, we all know he's a Ghanaian, former Ghanaian international. He is the coach of Sudan. And yesterday we were here. I announced the results here. First half it was 2-0. By the end of full time, it was 4-0. Unbelievable. From a Sudanese team. Big respect. We respect the Sudanese side, but nobody will believe that Nigeria will lose to a Sudanese team. Not just losing, but losing 4-0. And questions are being asked. A lot of people are saying the Nigerian coach should be sacked. Why others are saying no, we have our internal problem. We have a caller. Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
I think it's quite unfortunate what the Malian...
Please, can you tell us your name and where you're calling from before you go on?
Is Isaac.
Okay. Isaac calling from?
You should have been familiar with that. Okay. Because yes, you do recognize these other people's voices.
No, you have to introduce yourself so that the audience will know who is talking. For me alone, I know you.
Not Isaac, and everybody else.
Okay, go on, Isaac.
So I think it's quite an unfortunate comment. It shouldn't have come from me. Let us see him lifting the championship cup. Should have kept his sentiment. I think anybody can have his day, and anybody can have a good day or have a bad day. We saw what happened in the FIFA World Club championship. Nobody gave Chelsea the chance to play Chelsea. But we saw the result.
Yes.
It could happen to anybody, anytime, any day. But such a comment shouldn't have come from me. It's an internal problem. So being a coach from another clime, I don't think it's good. His comment, as for me, is very bad.
Okay.
And I will not support what she says.
Now let's look at this critically. Let's look at this as Nigerians. We want our team to excel. Looking at what Brown Ideye also said. Brown Ideye said we shouldn't blame people for our own problems. That the coach is not the problem. Our football is the problem. What is your take on that?
Yes, of course. What Nigeria, what I expected them to do is to try and overhaul our league and make it more standard than what it used to be. But it's a working process.
Okay.
It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. You have seen that the last edition of the league, there were a lot of improvements, both in officiating and the standard of play.
Yes.
So it's a work in progress. That's my take.
All right. Thanks for that one. He's saying that our league to get to that level which we want, it's not going to be overnight. It's a work in progress. We have another caller. Hello.
Yes, a very special good evening to you, Mr. Benny Kuji.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Yours truly, your faithful MC Oliver Nikia, better known as Busy Brain, the king of sports in a Bengal lady.
Busy Brain, go on.
Yes. For me, I did not buy the idea of Kwasi Appiah, the Sudan coach, what he said. Yes, but I will accept with that of Brown Ideye that Nigerian football is becoming poor. Yes, if you can look at the coaching crew, at the senior team, the man is doing well. Despite things are not falling the way he expects, but he's trying. So if you say it's the coaching crew, I will not accept with you. But look at how the players, they have all the quality it takes for them to win a match, and they cannot put themselves together to play. So even where that is coming, actually we don't know where it's coming. Look at how the Chan Eagles were humiliated yesterday, 4-0. And they also lose the first match against the defending champion Senegal. Yes. 1-0. At least yesterday they would have gotten a draw, so that we have the hope of qualifying to the next stage. But yesterday they still lose to 4-0. They cannot even score a goal in the tournament. So it's a very poor representation.
So for me,
when I begin to watch some of these matches, I will just be imagining even some of the boys we have at the local level here can go and make us proud more than what they are doing there.
Could that not be the reason why Appiah is saying this? Because when I looked at the league, one of the top scorers, Anas Yusuf's 18 goal was there, but he was on the bench. Shola Adelani from Ikorodu United, 12 goals, he was on the bench. You understand? So,
yes,
Temitope Vincent, 7 goals, he was from Plateau United on the bench. Godwin Obaje from Rangers, 8 goals in the league. He was on the bench. So can we say that the coach can also be should be also held accountable, or he didn't do his own work well?
Yes, looking about the Chan Eagles, just like you mentioned, he is supposed to bring those people inside so that also play their role, but he could not bring them. So it shows that even him, the coach, contributed to the failure of our match. Okay. So yes, that is why the coach he said about the Nigerian football. That is why I say for the senior team, the coach is doing well. Okay. But coming to the Chan, he did not perform very well.
All right, thanks for that one, Busy Brain.
God bless you for the opportunity.
Thank you very much. Yes, for Busy Brain, the coach is trying his best, but trying his best, is that good enough for Nigeria? The coaching, how we coach, the coaching right now in Nigeria is that you are coaching the senior team and also the Chan team. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm Gondemos from Sabonjida again.
Okay, go on.
I fought the coach.
In
the first place, his selection, I don't agree with it. How can you pick 9 players from a single club? Does it mean the other club doesn't have stars? Just one star from these 20 clubs that compete in the Premier League. You take 20 players, which will be star players, and you used to pursue a competition. You go and pick 9 players in a team. Okay, coming to the other side, you want to score goals and you put your stars on the bench. Who will score the goals for you? That coach should be sacked. That's my own opinion.
Okay, let's wait.
Capable of handling this.
Okay, can I say something before you go?
Yes.
When he was questioned about that, he said almost all the Chan countries that they were coming to the competitions, the league, the winner of the league had the most players in the team. When you talk of in the South African team, Mamelodi Sundowns had most of the players in the team, and even in Egypt and others. So is that a bad thing when Remo Stars are the champions and you have majority of the players coming from Remo Stars? Is that a bad thing?
The other coach is selected and it worked for them, but he was unable to put his act together and make a good team. It's his fault. There is no other. There's no other, any other thing. He's the one to be blamed because you score a goal and you are putting your strikers on the bench. Who will you think the defenders should score the goals for you?
All right.
He doesn't have the quality of a good coach. Thank you.
All right. Thanks for that one. The simple thing about coaching is when when everything goes wrong, the coach is held responsible. It's just like the captain of the military. Whatever happens, the captain will be held responsible. I think that is what the last caller is trying to say. The coach should be held responsible. You cannot have your top strikers in the league, the people that have scored the most goal in the league, Anas Yusuf scoring 18 goals from Nasarawa United. He was on the bench. He was not featured in that game. Shola Adelani from Ikorodu City, 12 goals. He was on the bench. So this is what people are complaining about. What is your take on this? And if you're just joining us, this is SPEEDy SPorts on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. We are talking sport here. We're talking Nigeria today. Yesterday, Nigeria lost 4-0 to Sudan. Unbelievable at the Chan competition. And a lot of people are calling for the coach to be sacked. And Brown Ideye is defending the coach that our football is having, it's shaky, it's not standing. So we have a problem with our football, our league. Our players are not good. We shouldn't blame our coach. Do you agree with that? Or you agree with Kwesi Appiah, the Sudanese coach from Ghana, who said the players are good. It's just that the technical crew didn't use them well. What is your take on this? Call us on our studio lines. Call us on 0903 648 5868. I'll take the number again, 0903 648 5868. And let's have your say. You can also comment on our on Facebook. Our Facebook page is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi, and I'll read your comments here live. Let's see if we have messages on Facebook. No, we have no message on Facebook. So, also, like I was saying, the way the coaching is done now, even as you're coaching the senior national team, you are also coaching the B team. The B team is made up of players from the Nigerian league, while the senior team can be from the Nigerian league and also foreign-based players. Now, the B team have a competition that they play. It's called the Africans Nations Championship, CHAN, and Nigeria went for this competition with other countries. First match, Nigeria lost to Senegal, who was the defending champion, 1-0. Second match, Nigeria were thrashed 4-0 by Sudan, and there are people that are calling for the head of the coach. Now let's take a critical look at the Nigerian coach. So far, all his game that he has coached Nigeria, he has coached Nigeria a total of 7 matches. A total both what is it called? Competitive matches. I'm talking of both competitive matches and friendly matches, and then competitions that were not major competitions. He has coached 7 matches. Out of these 7 matches, he has won 3, draw 2, and lost 2. These 2 is from the CHAN, and you can see his start. Is that a bad start for a coach? Remember what people say. The coach, the only coach that you know is the coach that is right now who standing in the dugout. If not, the next time you hear about a coach, he could either be fired. Before you hear anything, a coach can be fired. So people are calling for this coach to be fired. What is your take on this? Do you agree, or do you think that our league has problems? Our league have problems. Those days, most of our players will come from the league. The likes of JJ Okocha, before they went out, we knew them from our league. The likes of Amunike, we knew them from our league. The likes of Rashidi Yekini, Sunday Elise, they all played in the league before they went out. So, what about now? We don't seem to... The league is not too... Is it that we will say it's not too competitive? It's competitive, but we're not getting the best from our league. What could be the problem? Is this actually what is happening or affecting our national team? Or our problem is we don't have good coaches? These are the 2 options. It could be our league or our footballers are not good enough, or we are not having a good coach. So what is your take? Where would you say the problem stems from? You can call us by calling our studio lines on 0903 648 5868. I'll take the number again, 0903 648 5868, and comment, and I'll be here to respond to your comment. So let's just see yesterday's result in the CHAN. If there's any call, we'll pick before we'll wrap up the show. But if there's no call, we'll just go to the next segment. Yesterday's result, Senegal played a 1-1 draw with Congo, while Sudan defeated Nigeria 4-0. Senegal had won their first match, which makes it 4 points. They won their first match against Nigeria with a draw, that is 4 points. Sudan also won against Nigeria. So Nigeria is eliminated from this competition as it stands. They just have one match to play, maybe to just get goals. If not, they've not scored a single goal. That is that for that. And today's fixtures, Madagascar. Okay, we have a caller. Let's just pick this one fast. Hello. Oh, we lost that one. Madagascar today played with Central Africa Republic, and Madagascar won Central Africa Republic 2-0, while the game between Mauritania and Burkina Faso is currently ongoing. Mauritania is defeating Burkina Faso by 1-0. That is how it is going, and it's 45 minutes right now, 45 minutes plus extra time. That is how that one is going over there. Then today also we have the UEFA Super Cup. The Super Cup is going to be between the winners of the Champions League, PSG, versus the winners of the UEFA Europa League, Tottenham. That one is going down today. And tomorrow fixtures, we have Morocco versus Zambia, and also Angola versus DR Congo. Those are the matches that we have. That one's also Chan. And I think this is where we are going to call the show a day. I'll see you tomorrow on Speedy Sport on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. My name is Benjamin Kuji, and I'm saying God bless your heart. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
This is
Asking Radio 98.5 FM.